The pressure bars, located in the rear area of the screed, are the compacting systems crucial for high-density paving with Vogele machines. Vogele screeds, in the versions TP1, TP2 and TVP2, lead the world when it comes to high compaction values. Unlike the beating tamper bar, the pressure bars are in permanent contact with the mix. During paving, the pressure bars are forced down until the mix can't be compressed anymore and no further compaction is possible. An equilibrium is reached between the force exerted by the pressure bar and the counterforce of the mix, which has reached its final density. In order to achieve the high final density, the pressure bars are operated by pulsed flow hydraulics. A pulse generator transforms a continuous oil flow into a pulsed one. This is done by releasing or shutting off the oil supply to the pressure bar. When the line is open, oil flows, by way of the generator, to the hydraulic ram operating the pressure bar. The bar is pressed onto the mix at full pressure. The high pressure, however, prevails for just a split second. It prevails until the pulse generator shuts off the oil flow. With the supply line closed, the oil flows from the hydraulic ram back to the tank. The pressure acting upon the pressure bar is suspended for a moment and the bar lifted up some tenths of a millimetre by springs. As a result of these high-frequency pulses, the pressure bars are in permanent contact with the mix. The mix is compacted by pressing instead of tamping. This effectively prevents damage to the asphalt layer by crushing the aggregate. When the layer thickness varies, as is the case for paving a transverse slope, Vogele high compaction technology forces down the pressure bars to different depths, though applying an identical pressure. The reason? On the right side, compared to the left, the voids content is higher, due to the larger amount of mix. As a consequence, the equilibrium of forces is reached earlier on the left side than on the right. Uniform compaction across the full pave width is always guaranteed. For paving, this means, by way of a pressure-regulating valve, the pressure is infinitely variable between 40 and 130 bar, separately for either pressure bar. As a result, Vogele high compaction technology can be used even for paving thin layers, such as surface course, without a risk of damaging the aggregate in the mix. To put it more simply, the thicker your layer and the more difficult the mix is to compact, the higher needs to be the pressure selected for the pressure bars. This way, even thick pavements can be built in a single layer.